Ncuti Gatwa played the 15th Doctor in RTD2's era of Doctor Who that just finished, I suppose. I suppose it's not finished yet, but Ncuti Gatwa's era as the 15th Doctor has finished. And he was at a Comic Con. Is it Comic Con? I don't know. I've never really been to any. It was called like Flux or something, the event, a big event. It's a big Doctor Who event. And he, according to some people who were there, he seemed to have made some comments about his exit. Some that were just, jokey, pressy comments, and some that are, they're a bit harsh. I'm like, did he do that? I don't know. So we'll have a little look at them, and I've got some thoughts on them. But before we hop in, I am so close to 1,000 subscribers, so if you could subscribe, it would mean the absolute world. If you press the like button, that helps also, and if you like what you see, hit the notification bell on the subscribe button. You get notified every single time I post a brand new video, and you can leave a comment, that helps, and there's a button near the comments that says hype. If you push that button, genuinely pushes my video out to loads of people, and I'll get really famous, and I'll get TikTok famous. Yeah. Just one last thing, I want to give a little warning that I was not at this event. I was not at the Flux event, so I'm not speaking as if these are facts. I'm taking what other people are saying online and presenting them as possibilities. So if you hear something in this video that sounds a bit harsh towards Ncuti, chances are it's not coming directly from me, because I love that man. Okay, so number one Space Pig, who is a really great account on Twitter, posted saying this is what Ncuti said about his ending and the ending of season 2. He said, Belinda ended up as a mum, she did. Poppy's really cute, so she's happy, and yeah. And that's Ncuti on being asked on his thoughts at the end of 15 and Belinda. So I also saw somebody mention, like, did he say anything about Ruby? Apparently there was nothing said about Ruby, and there were people online being like, there was a big fallout between Millie Gibson and Ncuti Gatwa, and that's why she left after first series. I don't know. Potentially, anything could happen. Anything's possible. That people have fallouts all the time, and they keep their silences. But they acted together afterwards, and they still had great chemistry. Or did they? Did they have great chemistry? I don't know. Look, I don't want to speculate on horrible stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I just feel like even if it's true and they did have a fallout, it's not really anything to do with us, and I'm not a drama channel, I'm a Doctor Who channel, and it doesn't really affect the plot of Doctor Who if Ncuti and Millie fell out. But I don't think they did. That's just rumours online, so don't take that with the biggest kilogram of salt you've ever had in your entire life. But yeah, this is weird as a whole, isn't it? Like, I understand what he's doing. He's being very press friendly, and he doesn't want to just come out there and be like, oh, I thought it was rubbish how I got, like, shifted to another timeline and Belinda's character got rewrote, which, by the way, I don't think she did. If you haven't seen my video, The Reality Wars ending is actually good. That's the title. I explain how the Belinda thing is nowhere near as bad as people think it is. Well, it is, but it's not intended to be the way people are taking it as. Just watch the video, it's great. So yeah, it just seems to be a press answer from Ncuti being like, oh, but, because he can't be like, oh, I didn't like when Ruby was shifted to the side, and I didn't like how Kate ended, and I didn't like how Omega was there for 2 seconds. He's just like, yeah, it was cool, Poppy's cute. He diverts it to the cute baby. Which everyone online was like, this is the cutest baby I've ever seen. Don't know. I'm not a big baby sort of thing. Like, I don't really like. I think they all look like aliens. No offense. That's so offensive. Sorry. I might have to cut that out. In all fairness, Baby Poppy is an alien, so makes sense. And then we have the complete opposite side of this argument when it comes to Ncuti on stage, where Nigel Lovely Sweetheart said, fully, he looked off to the side to someone hidden behind a screen, laughed awkwardly, and mimed hitting his forehead with the microphone several times. He was biting his tongue. Okay. Now, I'm just going to put my opinion out there first. I don't think Ncuti would do this. Now, like I said, I've never met the guy. I don't know if he's a nice guy or a bad guy. From what I've gathered, he seems like a very nice man. So, to do something like this, which is very clearly just mocking Russell, I suppose, like as a whole. And the thing is, when you hate on a TV show, people don't get this. People who hate on Doctor Who relentlessly, even if you just hate on Russell, the people who worked on lighting, sound, set design, directing, producing, they all feel it too. Like, it's not a direct hit at them, but they feel the ricochet. And so that's why I never comment too negatively on too many bad things. Even Chibnall era, which I hate, I still give, like, praise to because they managed to power through the COVID years and still produce content. Well, I suppose they did, yeah, sure. So it wasn't very good content, but, no, I'm joking. Well, I'm not. Stop talking. So my point here is, I don't think Ncuti is, like, I think Ncuti's really nice, and I don't think he would go out of his way to actively be like, oh, I didn't like that, bomb, bang my head on the microphone. You know what I mean? And, like, Yeah, you know, and it's a Doctor Who event. If this was at another Comic-Con where he was off promoting the play that he did, I don't know, with the Born with Teeth play, and someone brought it up and he did a little, like, ooh, banging his head. I understand maybe there's a little sly joke, but it's a Doctor Who event, and I don't think he'd do something that could, in my opinion, bring the mood down by, you know, looking off the side and banging his head. Like I say, I don't know the context. If this is real, I don't know the full context. This is just what Nigel Lovely Sweetheart has put on Twitter. So it might have been less like, and it might have just been a little like, ooh, like that for 2 seconds. But still, I don't think this is true. And part of the reason why I don't think it's true is because the comments, like, is there footage of it? Unfortunately not. They didn't allow recordings, but like, people record stuff all the time you're not supposed to record, and like, this is not me saying you should breach the rules and record, but my point is here, we have no actual evidence, and as far as I'm aware, no one else has said this, like, no one else has pointed this out as a thing, so I don't know if I believe this one, personally. The final thing I'll say as like a disprove of this is, why would Ncuti be getting annoyed that his ending was so abrupt when he's the one who left earlier than he was supposed to? I'm sure, like, there was a contract that said he could leave after 2 seasons, but they didn't plan for that, and I don't think Ncuti planned for that either, and if he did, he didn't tell anyone, because they were planning for him to keep going on for years and years and years. So, if Ncuti's annoyed at his ending, he left. Surely he knew it would be rushed. I don't think it's rushed. You know what? I'm going to stop moaning because it just sounds like I'm having a massive go at the show that I love in an era that I love. There you go. I've been Sam. It doesn't matter what I think on this situation. What do you think? Comment down below. There's a button near the comments, like I say, that says hype. If you push that, pushes my video out to loads of people, I get really TikTok famous. It means the absolute world. If you don't want to do that, leave a like, subscribe if you like what you see with the notification bell on. You get notified every single time I post a brand new video. If you want to support me in a monetary way, you can become a channel member. You get access to member-only videos and you get a shout out at the end of every video. But if you just want to shout out in the next video, you can leave a super thanks in the comments below for slightly cheaper. Or don't do any of it. Go back to eating chips and watching telly and going to bed and going to work and going to school or whatever it is you lot do. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later, and ta-ra!